What we just saw was some tear gas out in Chamblee. Like we said, we have been covering what have been largely peaceful protests, but we do believe that we just saw things get a little intense out there in Chamblee. Yeah, you can see it looks like these are officers in their riot gear, and then on the other side you have their protesters facing them. Just a couple of minutes ago, like I said, we believe we saw them being pushed off the roadway. We also believe that we saw some tear gas being used out there on the roadway, on the streets. Right now, it looks like things have calmed down. However, we will keep an eye out. We do have our reporters out here at a couple of different spots around Georgia at these No King's Day protests. And I believe that the whole purpose is these are people who say that they do not feel confident in President Donald Trump and his administration and his policies. They want to show their support for the protesters, the anti-ICE protesters out in Los Angeles, and show that they're not alone. And so we do believe there are about 2,000 cities across the U.S. participating in these exact type of protests today. This one that you're looking at is a live look from the Chamblee area where we had Kim Loeffler not too long ago reporting for us. And I'm sorry, we did interrupt the protest that was happening in East Cobb that's supposed to get underway in just a few minutes, but it looks like we have even more officers coming through. I think I see DeKalb County. Oh, and they have their guns pointed. I'm not sure what these guns are deploying though. Maybe rubber bullets. Again, we see some riot gear, we see some of the shields, and now we see protesters running, demonstrators running. Okay, it looks like they're being forced back maybe to clear the roadway. Oh, wow. Okay, see, there you see exactly what we were talking about. It's the tear gas being administered, and you see people fleeing to get the roadway, to get the area cleared out. I'm not sure exactly what time this protest was supposed to end, but it does seem like officers want them out of that area now. Yeah, here's some live sound for you from the area if we can turn that up a little bit. Oh, and you see some more conflict in the streets. Some of these protesters say no, they are not giving up. Others who were out there just for, a peaceful protest want to get back to safety. Okay, again, this is actually where we have our reporter Kim Loeffler there live on scene. Kim, if you are safe, can you tell us what you're seeing and what's going on?
Hey there, yes, we're on Chamblee Tucker Road, and police have just deployed CS gas. They're pushing the protesters back a ways from where you see right there. They're pushing them behind our camera here. They were blocking off Chamblee Tucker Road a little bit earlier today. That's when we saw police in riot gear, and within the last 10 minutes, they started to move everyone back. We initially saw a flashbang, and then just now, in the last 2 minutes, they used the CS gas. So you can see they're coming up to our location where we are right now. We are moving back at this moment. I'm going to help my photographer here make sure we can get all of our gear out of way. But they are moving us back at this point. So we are walking with the protesters up Chamblee Tucker Road. At this point, some protesters are telling us that the police, they saw the canisters ready to go. And the protesters did move out of the way very quickly when police did arrive here. But you can see them there with their riot gear. Again, we are moving back out of the way along with the protesters at this point. Again, we did see a flashbang deployed as well as that CS gas, but you can still hear the protesters at this point still chanting at this hour, even as police work to move everyone out of the way. You can see all the protesters going across the road from where we are right now to the other side of the road, just trying to get the roadway back open here. But again, all the protesters are moving to the other side. You can see police crossing the roadway here, moving people back. But again, CS, the gas was deployed as well as that flashbang. But certainly a very, very active scene here. Protests are certainly still continuing. We've seen a Georgia State Patrol here as well. But again, you can see police just working to move everyone back at this hour, everyone over to the other side of the road from where we are right now. But again, that is what we are seeing at this hour, Judea.
Kim, I actually have a couple of questions for you because there are people who just started streaming with us who just saw this action right here and they don't know what's going on. From your understanding, is it that the problem was protesters were in the roadway? Were they not supposed to be on that side of the street? What do you think the issue was?
So
had to go to 285.
So we arrived here in the last 30 minutes or so, and protesters were located on the other side of the road where you see right now. We did see them begin to march and cross into the roadway. That is where we saw police kind of line up in the middle of the roadway here, kind of keeping everyone to the one side. And then in the last 15 minutes or so, we saw the officers come out in their riot gear and then begin to push everyone back. And we saw everyone kind of going to the one side of the roadway there. So it does appear they're trying to get everyone over to the other side of the road there. And this is a protest, a pro-immigration protest, a protest against ICE. So that is what these people are speaking out against right now. Certainly tensions high with what we saw in Brookhaven not long ago. So certainly tensions still high from that incident. But that is kind of how this all has unfolded in the last 30 minutes or so, Judea.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for a little bit of context, we just entered the 2 o'clock hour. What time was this protest supposed to end?
So from my understanding, the protest is scheduled to go until 6 o'clock today. So these folks are expected to be out here for several hours. So we'll certainly we'll see how things unfold now with this strong police presence in the very first part of this protest, because this just began at 1 o'clock. And when we got here shortly after 1 o'clock, there already were a lot of people here. Police were kind of monitoring some of these parking lots and some of these businesses just to the side of Chamblee Tucker Road, making sure no one parked there unless you were obviously going there to patronize the business. But at this point, it's unclear exactly how this all is going to unfold going into the next several hours. But this is scheduled to go until 6 o'clock.
Okay, thank you for the information and for keeping us up to date. It does look like we have another one of our reporters out there. Kim, please stay safe. We will pop over back to you when possible.